The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. Check 52. Tonight.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. Hey, kill. Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. It got his man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings 28-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Breeze. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On on 2nd and 9. Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Marcus Davenport. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Saints.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. And he fires one incomplete.
Still, my observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Easy.
Again, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Here we go.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right there, 54. Hey, easy.
Breeze to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Breeze going to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Being chased out left. It's complete to Diggs. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Cousins to throw it. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Watch the screen. Pass.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. And Diggs has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Ready. 95, 56, 95, 56. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Hey, exit.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Smooth. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
Throwing now is Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Over.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They run it again with Kamara. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. Check. Block 54. Block 50. Kill.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On the ground, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Throwing, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 4th down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Cousins. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there. Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. To make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on.